I thought we had upgrades for the village. Yeah, frustrating to adult. Yeah. I feel that, but I don't have to pay for anything. So. Yeah. I need to get. Man. I need to get my anxiety shit and all that other shit checked out. Cause I need to know how bad it is. Cause I've never went for it, and I've just kind of had that, you know, like, had that kind of like pain, I guess. So it kind of just like, I don't know. So I just kind of like don't know, and you know, and it's built up since like freshman year. Badger skin. We did see badgers too. Look. Which one was this? Mammoth? Oh. Yeah, mammoth skin is kind of annoying. Yeah, I was looking into it a little bit, like the symptoms and shit. I'm on antidepressants, so I feel it. Yeah. You can get Social Security for certain shit, so I might be able to get Social Security for stuff, but I don't know yet. I never, you know, I'm so nervous to like, you know, talk to anybody about it, like when it's like that. So I don't know. Like, I get anxiety for my anxiety, you know? Like, my anxiety's, like, everlasting. It's not like fucking, you know, like, oh, walking in public, oh, so nervous. No. You know, there's times where I have, like, 100,000% confidence and, like, not nervous at all. But then I'll have anxiety regardless of whatever it is. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but it's kind of like one of those things where it's just like a endless pain, and it's just kind of like sucks. And then other times it gets worse, like it like spikes like in the pain, and sometimes my heart kind of like feels frozen, if that makes sense. I read into that, and it's like frozen heart syndrome or whatever it's called, and it's just so much other shit that just kind of combines together, so it just kind of sucks. I remember how in high school they were like, this is gonna be the best years of your life, and I'm just like, oh really? Really? No, it's not. It's really not. You can make any amount of years your best years of your life. It does not have to be when you're fucking a teen, because you have quote-unquote time when you don't really have much time either, other than summer and I guess, yeah, weekends and breaks, but it's really just not worth it. School, I mean, sure, certain things in school was worth it, like, you know, you gotta know, but like a lot of the stuff you learn is just not needed. Like 99% of the shit is like bullshit, and then like the 1% that you need is like you learn so early on that it's just like, yeah, it's in your mind forever, but like, you know, do you really need the same amount of years of schooling to, you know, like know it? You know, you really don't. Not to mention, my senior year I went homeschool. We learned the same shit. Except during school I actually had, I think I have ADHD and all that other shit, so I had to take like special English classes and math classes, and for the longest time, there was, my freshman or sophomore year, for the longest time I didn't realize that my math class that I was in, I was supposed to be in the other class, because I switched schools, and I just didn't know if they just didn't have a math one, you know, but I was supposed to be in that class, not the other class, which stressed me out and was very annoying. So I had to take a whole fucking class, because we go slower in the other class, but regardless, I went homeschool, got everything done. Of course, math was my worst one. And I didn't have an English special class through when I switched schools, and honestly enjoyed that a lot better, because, I mean, I had my favorite teacher, so there's that. But it just kind of like, school is just not, most of school is not worth it. And that's the problem with arguing about it, though, is because, like, someone would be like, oh, well, school's worth it because the shit you do learn. It's just like, or the shit that you do need. It's like, not really. Because most of that stuff you can learn regardless of school. You don't need the schooling. I mean, yeah, I guess you need to learn how to do it, but you don't need a full fucking fledged of, you know, how many classes throughout the years, and it's just a waste of your time versus the classes you do actually need and the things you do need to actually learn. To get rid of all the bullshit takes a lot less time. And they wouldn't be paying so much on education in general. But, you know that. They love to waste your time, don't they? Wait, what? How did that go through them? Where did that guy go? Whatever. What? There we go. There's so much shit that, like, schools taught me that I'll never use, and it's just like, wow. You know, looking back, like, what did we have? Like, the one thing that I missed from school isn't school, obviously. You know? It's other shit. Just kinda sucks. So I got to the pharmacy. It's all good. We're just talking about school bullshit. It's like, I know a lot of people that agree with me too. It just kind of like sucks when I see somebody that doesn't agree with me, because, you know, they just don't understand it. Or they just don't hear my full argument, because they just instantly be like, oh, well, certain classes, you know, you need or whatever. It's just like, well, not all. It's kind of the same thing with high school. Or same thing with college. Same thing with high school. That's what I was just talking about. But I like how I'm just destroying a lot of this. I agree with that point of view exactly. I may have missed it, sorry. Like, I was just talking about how, like, most classes, like, and most lessons you learn in high school and just, like, school in general, is not needed, and the ones that are needed, you usually learn it, and it's not even important, like, for you to graduate with that knowledge of that. Like, you learn most of the shit you need in life when you're, like, really young in school, versus the high school shit that you learn, you know, obviously in high school. It kind of sucks. And then by the time you graduate, and it's just like, well, shit, I remember everything, but it's annoying. I do agree with you. I think life skills should be taught. Like, how do you taxes level? Yeah. They're like, well, then what would school be for? What would you want to learn? It's just like, no, not just how to do taxes, how to do how much shit. You know how much we barely learned about, like, fucking stock market and shit. Like, maybe I want to learn more about the stock market. Maybe I want to learn more about how to retire by the time I'm 30. You know what I mean? Like, that's a thing. So, like, you can retire in your, you know, like in your 30s really easily. The problem is how we don't get taught to do shit that actually can help us. Most of the shit we learn is pointless. And it's just, you know, do you know how much money we spend on educate or how to cook? Yeah, true. We learn a little bit about that, but it's mostly like cookies, and it's just like, that doesn't really, you know. And it was mostly for fun, and it was, of course, the class called life skills, and they teach us how to sew. Which sewing, sure, you know, that's fine. You know, maybe somebody wants to do sewing, but like I also think that should be a choice, not, you know. But I get it, you know. But I also don't think we should be in school like when we're really young anyway, other than like maybe like smaller stuff like preschool stuff. Sort of, I guess. I mean, like, just like talking to people normally is, sure, school, I guess, taught us how to communicate or something. Sure, in some ways, sure. But most of the time, not really. You know, it just kind of sucks. I just think, like, it would take a lot less time for them to teach us what we actually need to know. Like, do you know how much money they spend a year on education when they can spend a whole lot less? A whole lot less. If they literally had an education that was actually worth it. Like, you spend how many years of your life in high school? Or school in general, not high school. And it's just like a waste. It's like when you go to college and then you have to deal with your extra classes and you have to deal with all this other shit, and it's just like not worth it. Like, maybe I want to invest when I turn 18, you know what I mean? Maybe I want to invest and then, you know, retire, you know, in my early 30s. I mean, you can do that in your 20s too. It just like depends on how much money you put in and all that other shit. And it's just like, I barely know shit about investment. The closest thing to it is one YouTube video, 8 minutes long, from, I don't know if it's 8 minutes long, but when they were just talking about it, it's about like most of what I know. And sure, English class actually helped me a lot for like writing and stuff. Sure, that's one of the things that, you know, I could say, you know, is worth it because I want to know it. You know, and I also took like a creative online class, and I also think that maybe if they split it where they had the classes you need and the classes you actually get to choose, and you're not forced to have to graduate with a certain number of credits, then sure, it'd be worth it. But for how many years you waste on your life and how many hours you waste every day, it's stupid. And you get how long after school to do your homework when they give you homework, and it's just like, they're like, yeah, and then, you know, you get to play with your friends, and then they're like, oh, the weekends are for breaks, you know, like, it's a break. But then you get like 8 pounds of like homework on Friday, so you can't do it on the weekends. That's the problem, you know. School is just, I can talk about this for like years. Like, oh man, I really wish like there was a way. I mean, I guess, yeah, sure, they could fix it, sure, but they're not going to. Think about how many money is wasted over the years for education in general, when it could be a lot less. But, oh well. Most likely they're not going to really change much. My high school was like that. Still needed credits, but I got to choose my schedule along with the mandatory math, English, and science. English, science, and math, we were forced to take specific classes, or at least like for the credits we needed, to a point. For science, it was like that. I had to get so in my freshman year, I was at a different school. We got that's when I got to do photography and graphic design and art and computer courses. Nice. I'll talk about it after this cutscene. Imagine she just like whispered in the ear, "He's coming." But what was I saying? In my first school, in my freshman year, for science class, I had to take chemistry, physics, and biology, and there's another one, but I forgot what it is. I think I only needed 3 science credits to graduate actually, in my second school, but in my first one, I needed 4. I might be wrong, but physics and chemistry were split in half, so I only needed a half credit for both, right? And that would equal 1 credit, so I would have ended up having to do it, you know, like my 4th year anyway. But there was a what was it called? Okay, back to the story. We had to get you know, like the half credits, the 2 half credits, and you know, combined into 1. And then when I switched schools, I had to get the was it physics? No, it was chemistry. I had to get a full fucking chemistry credit, which pissed me off, by the way, because the school's not far from it. It's not in another state. It should have the same fucking thing in reality, but you know, it didn't. So then I had to get full credit of chemistry, so like me relearning the shit that I don't need, which pissed me off, I'm not gonna lie. And then after that, that's all I needed because I already finished everything else. But it stressed me out and it annoyed me so much that I had to do that. Like, seriously. And also, there's literal proof out there that, like, you can graduate early, obviously, right? And it's just like, technically, if you can graduate early, I can do a lot more of it growing up. And I'm just annoyed that, you know, that it's not like that. I graduated in like 2 months my senior year. I'm pretty sure that's pretty good. You know, like if I can take 2 months in my senior year and be graduated, you know, it's pretty good. You know, I took chorus for 2 years, and honestly, I did it for multiple reasons. You know, I like the people there. I like the you know, my friends that were there, shit like that, right? But it was also a fun class to be in because you also we would go on field trips. I know we went to Chicago in the summer, my sophomore year, and that was fun. You know, it's like, I don't know, it's just really annoying. And all we needed was money to bring and pack. That's it. A lot better. And, you know, of course, like, the bus. Of course, we had to pay for the bus, but that's, you know, it's pretty good. Just one bus ride all the way there, and, you know, we split the money, so, you know, we're not paying all the same fucking thing or not the same thing. We're not all, what I'm saying is it adds together, you know, so it's not like we had to pay for, like, over the amount that we needed. And honestly, I enjoyed it, and that's the only thing I really miss from the school, or just school in general, was the class of chorus. And I suck at fucking singing, so, you know, that says a lot. You know? But yeah, I think I learned more shit in chorus though, and I've got more shit out of being in chorus than any of my other classes. Alright, Stealthy, hope you have a good one, but I gotta go now. It is up to you. Here, key. Up for you. Oh, you're gonna lurk. Okay, thank you. At first I was confused. We'll go around those guys. See more practice, more karaoke with us. Oh god. You know, I need a computer in order to actually sing, cause you know, first off, this one, you know, you already heard it before. It's, you know, robotic a lot of the time. There's a bear, or there's a wolf. Why did I say there was a bear? I was looking straight at it too. Oh fuck, I messed up. I don't want to talk about it. I can tame this beast. Oh my god, stop running. Come back here. That was a close one, buddy. A very close one, I would say. Oh, man. What? Wait, what? Why didn't he hit right away? Skin. Let's heal up the rest of the way. The rest of the way. More enemies. Might as well help them. And there's wolves again. Why? These are not wolves. What am I talking about? It's coyotes. Oh, I know I keep doing that. Wait, actually, let's tame. Forgot how to do it. Wait, what? Yay. Trying to get one of those again. Wait. Oh, they're going the opposite direction. I was like, what? Oh, fuck. Oh, that was a good shot. Very, very good. Let me let you go. There you go. Yeah, let's head to the mission. 2,000 more meters to go. Can you? No, you can't do that. I was gonna say, maybe if we could do that, you know, we could, bring it down, I guess. But, or like knock it off the tree rather than having to throw something at the tree to do it.